welcome to a G site. And now we're gonna talk about our experiences in Komikon.
Yep.
Right. This is actually the first time I've gone. I think this is the first time for you as well, Rick.
I went last year, but I arrived like patapos na, so technically I wasn't there because everyone was closing shop. It was too late to buy anything.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is the first one, like you.
Yeah. And Jace, this is the second time.
This is my second Komikon, but this is the first summer Komikon.
Oh,
because there are 3 Komikons a year locally in the Bayanihan Center organized by the Komikon group. It's summer. This is the 6th summer Komikon.
Okay.
There's the Indiket for the Indies that's on August 2 this year.
Yeah.
And there's the year-end Komikon will be on November 15th, and this year, 2014, will be the 10th year-end Komikon.
So nag-grand slam ka last year by attending all 3?
No, dude. I only attended year-end and now.
Oh, okay.
So natin naman because I did some of the hosting.
Yeah, dude, this guy is now, I think, the voice of Komikon.
Ooh, chef, put it right there, brother.
So yeah,
Case and move over, man.
Yeah.
Not problems. I didn't even reckon when he first spoke. Who is that dude? Who's got that heavenly voice? Dude, it was him, man.
You gotta turn on the
Iba yung bosses niya.
Pare, kung may standing na nga ka-cameo sa mga Marvel films, may Jason Lee sa lahat ng mga happening na comics, pare.
Who's that guy in the movie trailers? You know, that Don... in a world.
Yeah. That guy just passed away recently.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go. Let's dig into the Comic-Con, man.
So yeah, I remember you telling me about before I decided to go to Komikon, you were telling me James, you gotta get your wallet ready now.
Yeah. I warned both of these guys because I know both of these guys, and I know that they are compulsive buyers specifically regarding comics.
Ouch!
I told them beforehand, guys, minimum 5K. Minimum 5K. Okay. So, each time I bumped into them throughout that day, this was going on from 10 till 7 p.m. They'd come at me and be like, shit, man. Gaganyan. They'd be shaking their heads. They'd be smiling, but they'd be shaking their heads because pagastos na naman ako. So, suffice it to say that both guys went a little over their respective budgets.
Slightly this time. Slightly.
Aamin na ako, pare. 8,000 plus. 8,500. There you go. 8,500. James.
So,
6. My budget was 5.
Okay.
My budget was 7, but I spent around 4 or 5K. So that was good. I'm very happy that I was able to control myself because that was my mistake last time, you guys.
Yeah.
That's why I was able to impart the experience to you guys. Because in last year's year-end Komikon, I didn't have any money and I regretted it. Because I saw everyone was spending, everyone was buying local stuff, American stuff, new stuff, old stuff. Everyone was buying toys, mugs, shirts, comics. So this time, I wanted to be prepared, and I wanted to make sure that you guys were prepared also, and I'm happy that you guys seem to have fun.
I'd like to add something to that. My first time in a Comic-Con in the US, I was in San Diego.
There you go, the granddaddy of them all.
Believe it or not, I don't know if the word is stupid to me. I went there with a budget of $100. That was gone real fast.
Yeah.
Pero, I was still able to get a lot of stuff. Because for example, the back issues, they would sell them for like $1.
Yeah.
So that's not so bad. It's not so bad. But if you're looking for the really cool stuff, wow, that was gone. So I had to go out, go to my ATM, and honestly, I think I spent around, should I admit it?
Dude, your call, man. Your call.
I spent $1,000 my first time there.
Oh, God. Oh, man. That's okay. It must have been worth it.
Yeah, so that was a learning experience. So the next year I went back with a budget na. 300 pwede na.
You really have, it's an exercise in self-control at these Comic-Cons because for us, we're geeks. We love the medium. We love the stuff surrounding the medium. So when you see all of it, you're kind of overwhelmed the first time and you see all these creators there.
Right.
And they're right there, they're shaking your hand, they're more than game to sketch and sign for you. But you're a bit overwhelmed because there's other stuff there. There's new stuff that you weren't expecting that, this looks interesting too, this is good stuff. So it's an exercise in self-control.
That's a nice point. You know what, based on what Jason's saying, buti nga wala pa nga mga DVD. Sa San Diego at New York, oh my gosh. Yung mga homemade videos, let's say Justice League or I remember New York Komikon, you had a fan-made stuff. I bought the Batman Dead End, collaborating with Predator and all.
I saw that.
I bought it there. I bought Flash, I bought a fan-made Justice League and all that. And you know, you spend a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, itong Komikon, may nakita pa ako mga stuffed toys na 13, yung kambal.
Yeah,
Gusto kong bumili.
Diba?
Pero hindi ko na tinanong kung magkano.
Si Joey binili, diba? He
Yeah.
got some for himself because they arrived right when he was at the desk of Budget and Kajo, and he sees them. He's like, I'm gonna get these.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I was like, when you were telling me that, like, nah, I spent so much. There can't be possibly anything else I want. And then I went to the Comic Odyssey, stall, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like shit. Like, oh, I can't believe this. I can't.
But James, I want to ask you,
Yeah.
going into Comic-Con, obviously you know that there's a lot of local stuff.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
local
yeah.
stuff. But did you go in there like with a game plan? Okay, I'm looking for this local book, and ikaw then, Jason, was that? Did you have
Jason,
books
right.
in mind?
For me, the plan really, because one of my intentions in going to this, con was that I wanted, because I'm really going now into publishing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big reveal right there.
I'm gonna go for it. I want to do my own story, and I'm looking for an artist.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was trying to get a feel of the pulse of the market.
Yeah.
And I think if you really are going into the local industry, Comic-Con is where it's at.
Yeah.
It's really there.
So what did you see? I mean, among the local stuff that you bought, and then like, ano ba? Are they doing a lot of mech stuff, a lot of manga stuff, or anime
Well,
stuff?
dude, those stuff. Of course, I wanted to get the classics because I wanted to get. I got Wasted by Jerry Allegheny.
Good
I got that because I heard the big stuff on the buzz from Warren Ellis himself.
Yeah.
You gotta check stuff like that out. I mean, it's just it just really gets me excited when really pros out there in the States recommend recommend our stuff. It's just it's a rush. That, of course, and then of course when we went to to the Albert Orr's studio,
Salimbal.
Yeah, Sanambal. And they were recommending Abangan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to
The
see,
anthology.
the anthology because it's supposed to be the best of everything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see the lay of the market, the lay of the land, and and it looks all very interesting. You can see that there's a variation in the genres talaga.
Yes,
And that's what's beautiful about our market.
Yes.
It's not just strictly superheroes. It's not manga.
Yeah.
It's supernatural. It gets all into that. It's exciting. It's really exciting.
Cool.
Okay. Well, me personally, I went in. The first thing that I wanted to buy was Rodsky Palotsky.
Yeah.
Dalaga Bay. Because I had been hearing the buzz about it. Written by Jerry Langilan. Art and coloring by Arnold Are. Art and coloring by Arnold Are with Jerry Langilan. So these are not small names.
Yes.
These are the modern pioneers for the local
Superstar,
comics.
kumbaga.
Superstar talaga. So that was my first purchase. First purchase was Abangan. Sabi ni Albert, ikaw ang unang bumili, buhay naman, no? So I got Abangan, got him to sign it agad. Then I bought Rodsky. Then I bought Tapi Po, which was that digital comic by Mervyn Alonso. Not disappointed at all. I was very happy. I still have to go through it, but it's kind of creepy and scary. But
Beautiful art.
amazing
Beautiful
art. We had seen it online, but to have it in your hands is, like we discussed earlier, it's different when you hold it in your
I have a
hands.
copy.
Might, but might not.
Yeah.
Those were my priorities. And in the course of the day, I was able to buy Marshall Babies, also by Arnold Are, a book from about 5 years back. And I was able to have him sign it because Arnold Are rarely shows up at Komikon. So when he shows up, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I was happy that I was able to get him to sign both Brodsky and Marshall Babies. Then, I was able to get my 13 Book of Murder signed by Kajo and Budget because I've been looking forward to having them signed up. I bought, I own everything 13. We own the same shirt, dude. So I was thrilled about
School shirt, man.
pang school shirt. I mean, kita mo, pareho sila, suot nila. Nung Sabado, suot nila yun. Then I was able to get some blank covers for possible future sketches. I got the cover of Iron Man and an issue of Avengers also. That was it. I was controlled yung talagang pamimili ko nun eh.
Oh, sige.
But I got, what was important to me was getting my sketch done by Steven Segovia. because Steven owed me a sketch from Art with Heart of Superman.
Yes,
And he
yes.
brought it, and I was ecstatic. Then I gave him another blank cover. Steph, Batman, Superman naman. No? So he'll deliver that when
Nice.
time is done also.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you now with Rodski.
Go.
How was Rodski for you?
I thought it was amazing. It was amazing. Pwede ng pelikula to eh. Pwede ng pelikula to, dude. Sobrang self-contained yung story. And it's funny, and you don't notice the changes from English to Taglish happening unless you're really paying attention.
Right.
And it's not super serious. It doesn't take itself too seriously. When I had Jerry sign my copy, he recognized me and immediately he goes, "Oh, may Doctor Who shout out tayo dyan." Eh? And I recognized the Doctor Who shout out, and I was ecstatic. It was like, yeah, he's a real Whovian kasi. Here we are.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice.
The cover alone, it's like, it grabs you already.
Yes, it does.
Look at that back. That's classic Arno de Arre kind of art. And he colored it. So beautifully colored, And, Komikon Publishing, and also through the efforts of Jamie Bautista to get that published.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good, and there's a little sentimentality there, but it's part of it being Pinoy.
Yeah.
You've written your review already,
Ako pare, I agree with your sentiments. This is actually Arnold's best work.
right?
I'm gonna put. I think we're both in agreement.
Okay,
with that.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
Jerry says that this is
Yeah.
his best.
Yeah,
But I as I wrote in my review, I feel that Jerry Alangilan is our version of Terry Moore or even Craig Thompson, because he does all these stuff that out of nowhere they surprise you.
Yeah.
He's not your typical. Obviously we all grew up in superhero comics,
Yeah.
but he hardly does that stuff, diba? Except for Marvel.
Yeah.
And that's just inking, yeah.
yeah.
But the stories that he comes out with, parang wow, you gotta get it, diba? Galing, I love the story for the same reasons that you said. And it's like our own version of Kitty Pryde.
Yeah.
Kitty
She
Pryde.
just discovered her powers, and then galing.
I'm also happy that JD here picked up Wasted.
Yeah.
Classic again, classic again.
I got my wasted copy at the last Komikon in November. And ako din, buena madlin yun kay Jerry. He signed it right there. And I was very satisfied with Wasted.
One of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my entire life was seeing a copy of Wasted in Midtown Con.
Yeah.
It was like seeing the Eraserheads
Tower Records in the 90s.
Performing.
in HMV sa Singapore and Hong Kong. How big a deal is that? Diba? Hindi nga lang overpriced na.
Yeah.
You're better off here.
Yeah. Like you guys, I also picked up Abangan and Tabi Po, which is a very, very awesome comic book, and I feel that, as I wrote, it's like our 30 Days of Night, because it reinvents the genre, especially when it comes to aswang stuff.
Yeah.
I picked up, I spent a lot of money. I got a lot of the stuff, even that I might not necessarily like, but I wanted to see what Chavy said, like what the fuss is all about, what they're doing.
Yeah.
And in doing so, by picking up all these indie stuff, I picked up Steve Magay and Dax's Kayaw, which is about this these Kalinga warriors up against the Japanese Imperial Army. And I wrote about it. It's in the Philippine Star, and I got, kasi 2 issues lang dapat, but I got Steve to agree to extend it, because I thought, dude, there's no way you can tell this in 2 stories. You got so many subplots. Stretch this part. So ang ganda nito. So they're gonna stretch it. No? And like James, I picked up the Minkowski Space Opera by Aaron Felizmenio.
Yeah.
And dude, when I looked at it, so many things popped up into my head. I said, these are like those old epic illustrated stuff that we used to watch. It was the only one that was actually watercolored. Dun sa lahat ng mga linabas na
Which one is this? Is this the hardcover?
No, it's a
No, it's not.
soft lang siya. At, and para siyang, it's a mixture of what Game of Thrones and with some next stuff, fantasy. And Aaron put in a lot of stuff. He wrote it, he painted it.
Wow.
Pretty cool. And this kid's gonna go a long way. This kid's from Bulacan. Watch out for Aaron Felizmenio. I'm gonna write.